Okay, so let's talk about the latest episode of Barry. Barry is coming to its conclusive end this weekend coming up, and we will be talking theories about what that weekend finale will be like. But it has come to everybody's attention that Succession and Barry is coming to an end on the same day, and many people are wondering, is this the end of Golden Era TV? And I don't think so, but I will talk more and elaborate that on a future video this week, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into this episode of Barry. But before we do, we are running a giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed, hit that notification bell to know when the video for the giveaway drops. And once we reach 20,000 subscribers, we will announce a winner. So all you have to do is be subscribed and comment below, I want to enter the giveaway. But let's get right into the latest episode of Barry. In the latest one, we saw Barry go after Kusuno after finding out that they were going to be doing a film based on Kusuno and Barry Berkman. And now Barry is not for this at all. He had been living a life with Sally and his son John out into the nowhere. And so he goes back to LA to try and finish the job, ultimately gets ambushed. He gets caught by Jim, and Jim is sort of giving him these sort of like psychedelic, psychotherapy, if you will, punishment as well. Maybe not exactly a therapy. On the other hand, you have NoHo Hank, who is trying to deal with Fuches, and he is trying to figure out a way to get rid of him. Of course, Fuches is going nowhere. He wants NoHo to give him Barry Berkman on a silver platter. NoHo, of course, is like, I don't even know where Barry Berkman is, so we're just going to take off Fuches. And he does some pretty funny attempts at doing this episode, from getting some assassins that then we turn into a whole scene from Seven with the heads being delivered of the assassins in boxes. And then he tries to throw a rocket at the house, completely misses it, and almost gets killed himself there. Then he realizes that he can get to Barry Berkman by finding Kusuno. So he sends one of his agents out to Kusuno's home to go get Barry Berkman, of course. But he doesn't know that Barry Berkman is actually back in LA to kill Kusuno. He's just trapped in Jim's house right now. Now, one thing that Jim finds out while he's doing this torture to Barry is that Kusuno actually got $250,000 from Barry. And so then he's just like, Kusuno's been lying about a lot of things. And so now they are connecting it that Kusuno has been involved with Barry, with the Chechnya money, all of that. And so they elaborate this whole idea to Kusuno that, hey, you know what? Daniel Day-Lewis wants to play in a movie. Mark Wahlberg wants to play Barry Berkman. Come talk to Mark Wahlberg. He'll produce and finance all of that. Of course, Kusuno's ego was always his downfall, and we see it in this episode the most. We see that he falls for it. He goes to this Four Seasons hotel where he thinks he's going to speak to Mark Wahlberg, and then no, Jim is there, his son is there, the police are there, and they're just confronting Kusuno about, why did you lie? You're behind all of this. You're an actor. You've been a mastermind. Of course, he hasn't been like a mastermind or anything, but he sort of fell into all of these ego-driven moments that now have him painted as such. And so now we are seeing the downfall of Kusuno as well. You also have Sally and John, who have left nowhere, I'm pretty sure because of everything that Sally's going through, whether the thing that happened, the incident in the last episode was real or not. There is definitely a lot of hysteria and confusion going on for her right now, and I think that's definitely part of her psyche breaking. And we see that she calls Gene Kusuno, who at that moment thinks he's talking to Mark Wahlberg and going to go see him, so he just says, hey, where are you? What's going on? And she says that she is in LA now. She is going to go to his house. I don't think Kusuno knows, of course, that Sally has been with Barry this whole time. And so he says, just meet me at my house. I'll be there after this meeting. Of course, Gene is not going to make it because he is now being held up with Jim and the rest of the people there. When Sally arrives with her son John, she immediately is not able to reach Gene and all of this, or Barry, because Barry has now been knocked out at Jim's house after like losing blood or whatever. And so then they get kidnapped. Both Sally and John get taken by NoHo's people. We then see that Barry wakes up, and when he awakens, he goes to his phone. He sees the calls from Sally. When he answers, it's NoHo saying, if you want to see your son, if you want to see Sally, you got to come down here. So we know it's an ambush with Fuches and all of that. So now we've set up this end game that is just going to be insane, because you have Gene, who's being confronted by the police. You have Gene, who knows Sally is now back, and maybe somebody knows about Sally and Barry. You also have Sally and John, who have been taken by NoHo, with Fuches arriving there. And of course, Fuches wants to kill Barry for everything that's happened. And now you have Barry, who needs to go save them, and everything is just getting so convoluted. So I think we're setting up for an ending where Jim, Gene, Fuches, NoHo, Barry, complete shootout. I'm thinking Western ending feeling to this episode coming up, the whole show in general. And imagine an episode that ends kind of like Sopranos, where we just see them all like guns ablaze, shots being thrown, but no conclusive end. I think that's definitely an ending I could see for Barry, but we'll definitely see what happens. I think that we are setting up a grand finale, and I'm excited to see what comes from this. Scared at the same time. We followed Barry for so many years, and now we are getting to the finale and all of that. I do think that we are going to see maybe NoHo. Could he have a change of heart? We know he's had a soft spot for Barry all these years. But there's definitely a lot that happened in the previous episode in this season where NoHo has sort of detached himself from Barry. But I always felt that NoHo goes back to Barry, sort of a soft spot. And would NoHo really want somebody like Fuches running around? I mean, this could be NoHo's chance to really take off Fuches using Barry Berkman as well. So I think there's going to be a lot of double crossings going on. I'm curious to see also with Gene and Jim how that's going to be resolved. I don't think Gene would be the one to just go down easily. I think he's going to do whatever he can in his powers to take out Jim, and maybe that could be using Barry Berkman as well. So I think Barry's going to be used a lot, especially here in this last episode with everybody trying to find their best interest. All of these people I just don't see making it out either. There's definitely a lot here that I think is going to end in tragedy, and I think everybody here might just meet a tragic end, except for maybe John, but we'll see what that will entail. But overall, a great episode. I think that the way that this episode moved and set up everything for the finale was just done in such a very great manner. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like it was being forced or anything. Everything just moved in its place as it should and set up the final stage. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on the latest episode of Barry. What do you think about the finale? What do you think is going to happen? I do want to make a theory video. That video will come out tomorrow with my Succession finale as well, which as I said at the beginning, will be premiering this weekend as well. It is the end of two great shows, and I'm definitely sad to see them go. Overall, I think they are still some of the best TV we've got in a long time. 4 seasons, that definitely tells you that less is more. But anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. We are running a giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed and comment below. I want to enter the giveaway. At 28,000 subscribers, we will announce a winner. So make sure your notification bells are on. And as always, I'll see you all next time on the road to 30,000 subscribers. Comment below your thoughts and opinions. This is Culture Elixir. Stay safe, stay positive.